Guys, this is video number 1 of the series, and this will be the most impactful and important video, which is why it's the first video. In this video, I want to present to you a framework that will change your entire perspective about business. And I can guarantee you that if you accept the framework, and hopefully I can present it in such a way where it's extremely logical to you and it's easy to accept, but if you accept it, then you will get income coming your way as a business owner faster than you could ever imagine. So this framework is called the fastest path. And this is something I learned the hard way after a lot of trial and error. But let me explain it through a visual. So this is the traditional path for someone who's just starting off in entrepreneurship. They're going to start by, let's say, designing a website, designing their pitch deck, consuming some courses, building some features, automating some stuff, building out a business plan, maybe hiring some developers or some marketers, whatever. They might network and do some coffee chats. They'll do a lot of social media research. There's all these different things that people will fill their calendar with. And what you'll realize is that as you become a better and better entrepreneur, the things that you start doing will trim down. You might go from this massive list of things to this set of things, because you start to realize, okay, well, I just care about my business growing and actually making money, and I don't need to do all these things. I just need to focus on fewer of them to actually start making money. And the goal of any business is to make money. The goal of a business is not to build the thing that you like. It's always to deliver the maximum value to the customer. So with that in mind, with sales being the goal and profits being the goal, that's just what business is, then you have to figure out, okay, well, what are the things here that will not contribute to more profits? And what are the things that do contribute to more profits? So going back to the idea of fastest path, if we take these items, we can probably start trimming some down, and we'll get to a stage where we go from, maybe 50 to 25, and then we'll trim that 25 down to 15, and eventually we'll come up to the least number of items we need to make profits. So for example, would brainstorming new offers bring you more money? Probably not. Would overthinking the color palettes increase your profits? Probably not. So there's a bunch of these things, like redesigning your packaging too early or perfecting your slide themes. There's all these things that people naturally waste their time with that don't actually contribute to more profits. So then if you take this logic to its extreme, is if a year one entrepreneur busies themselves with all this useless stuff, and as they get better and better in entrepreneurship, they start to trim that list down further and further. Well, if we take that to its extreme, and then we go from not a year 5 entrepreneur, maybe a year 20 or year 30 entrepreneur, that entrepreneur probably has the best idea of what are the things that will actually contribute to my profits, and what are the things that really I just shouldn't be wasting my time on. And that's what I call the fastest path. It's the least amount of steps needed to achieve success. So this is the definition. Is the most optimal path for achieving success. So the path with the least possible steps. So let's go back to this. A lot of people, what they'll do, let me erase that. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll start building out a solution, and they'll spend a bunch of time and money, and then they're hoping they can actually sell the solution. Like we said, in business, selling is the actual thing that's important. I would advise you to not build at all. Building will take time from you. It'll take a lot of money. It'll take emotional investment. The deeper you are in this whole of investing in the build, the more invested you are emotionally, the more you don't want to let it go, the more you don't want to see it fail. You have to get extremely obsessed with not the build. You have to get extremely obsessed with the sales. And I understand that we're a group of engineers, so we don't know how to do marketing or sales. And that's the whole point of this group, is to teach you guys the sales aspect. I don't need to teach you the building. The building, you're engineers. Even if you're a mechanical, even if you're a computer engineer, even if you're a chemical engineer, you can figure out the build for any area you want, to be honest. Like, you will figure it out if you're motivated enough. That's the whole point of being an engineer, is you can problem solve. We can reverse engineer stuff. We can figure it out. So the building, I will not teach you any of that stuff. What I want to teach you guys, and what I want to go over and obsess over, is the selling. And this should be the goal, because any business, the entire objective of a business is to make money. It's to sell. So we have to get extremely obsessed about the selling. So with that being said, what does that look like in reality? So let me scroll down here a bit. What does that look like in reality? Let me take the example of a service business, all right? I'll take the example of someone that wants to sell engineering advisory services. All right, so engineering advisory. Let's say you just want to be a consultant for a company. You should not be spending your time figuring out, what's going to be the exact pricing offer, what's going to be the exact services, how do I pitch this to a client exactly. Your process should be anything but, let me find my logo, my website domain, blah, blah, blah. Like all those activities that we discussed over here, I don't want you thinking about any of that stuff. The number one thing you should be thinking about is, who do I sell to? And how do I talk to them? Ultimately, you're pitching to people. Whatever thing you're selling, if it's a product or it's a business, you're pitching to people. Whether you're pitching to a business or to a consumer, you're selling to somebody. And you need to talk to that somebody. And ideally, it's not in a survey format where they don't have the risk of losing money. When you're surveying people, they'll be nice for the sake of being nice. But when there's money on the line, that's where the real voting happens. When people vote with their money, that's what actually tells you how invested they are in the thing that you're offering them. So if you're providing this engineering advisory services, what I would do is you could just go, literally, instead of building out stuff, okay, and spending however much time you were going to build it out, the fastest path to success, think about it in this way. Think about it in the reverse. How do I reverse engineer success? And let's define success very clearly. Success here would be one sale to one stranger. That's always my best definition of success, because if I can sell to a stranger, then there's an infinite pool of strangers on the planet. If it's someone I know, there's a very limited pool of people I know. So sure, I can go and sell, let's say, to my company or to my boss. But if I can figure out how to sell to a stranger, then there's probably a bunch of people like that stranger that I can then sell to, and I have a real business. So if I can sell to one stranger, then I'm good to go. So if success is that, then how do I reverse engineer the steps needed, with point zero being where I start? Let me scroll this down. So if success is what I'm after, how do I reverse engineer this whole process? With this being my starting point. With the reverse engineering mentality, with two things actually. With success clearly defined as one sale to one stranger, and then with this reverse engineering mentality, you can then prioritize the things that will lead you to success way easier. So let's just think about it. If I'm looking to sell to one stranger, will branding tweaks make a difference? No. Will low value networking or hiring too early or long business plans or early automations or updating my CRM fields or redoing my domain or figuring out my LLC, or none of that actually matters. What matters is, how do I sell to a stranger right now? Like the thing that I want to build, before I build it, I have an idea. Let me go figure out, hey, can I actually sell to one stranger? Because if you can't sell to one stranger now, that's a problem you're just delaying for later. And as time progresses, you're only more and more invested. Like we said, you're only more and more invested with time, money, and emotion. Okay, it becomes a sinking ship, and you just don't want to see it sink, but it will sink. So you might as well figure out from now if you can sell to a stranger. So again, if we're selling to engineering advisory services, then what you would want to do is, okay, well, who am I trying to sell to? And how do I contact that person to actually just pitch them on my thing? Before developing that thing, how do I pitch them on that thing? So what I would do, for instance, if I'm selling engineering advisory services, I might just go to LinkedIn and connect with a bunch of people. I think you're allowed like 25 connects per day. So you have to find 25 people that would be the types of clients that you want to reach out to. So maybe those are engineering managers at engineering companies, or they're engineering managers at manufacturing companies. So you would want to reach out to 25 of them per day because that's your max. Or maybe you'd want to start writing content on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn content. Maybe you'd want to run ads. So there's all these different ways. And FYI, generally, a business can grow to a substantial amount. You can make $100,000 a month just doing one thing really well. You don't need to do everything. You need to do one thing really well. So how do you get in touch with the person you're trying to sell to? And how do you do that before you build anything? That's the golden question. And that's your fastest path to success. I have this all written out in like a 10-page document. It's like intended to be a kind of cheat sheet or a book, hopefully, if it has enough substance that I can publish, and then I'll send you guys a PDF copy. I don't mind providing a PDF copy. I'll actually make this into a post, and then if you guys do want me to share this PDF, then let me know in the comments, and I will. So this is the first thing, is just understanding this idea of fastest path. And let me just go over here. Like if I'm talking about a marketing agency, the goal for any marketing agency is to get on a call with a potential client. So the goal will define success as a meeting with a client. How can you achieve meetings? Well, maybe I talk to them through phone calls. So I'll go on Yellow Pages, and this is something I did recently, and I have content about this. So I'll go on Yellow Pages and I will look for, let me see, how do I, Yellow Pages, and then what I'll do is I'll come here and I'll think about, okay, if I want to sell marketing services, maybe I'll try to sell to, a plumber near me. Okay, so plumbing, and then I'll put Toronto or a city that I want to sell to. That's all you have to do to actually get these people's numbers, and their numbers right here. And then here you have literally a list of, this 51 pages times I think 25. That's something like, what is that, 1,250. So, right here, 1,750 results. So you got 1,700 leads that you can literally just go through and call one by one. And that's the hard part. It's actually just talking to people to see if they want your service. So again, let's go back to this example. If your goal is defined as a meeting with a potential client, then reverse engineering that would be, I have to talk to potential clients. So I have to call, let's say 1,000. From the 1,000, I might get 100. So, sorry, from the 1,000, you might get 10. All right, you won't get 100. From the 1,000 phone calls, you might get 10. So if the goal is a meeting, reverse engineering that, how would I get meetings? Well, I have to talk to people. Phone calls is one thing. You could also email them. And then, okay, well, if I want to start calling them, then where do I get those leads from? Like those phone numbers, I don't magically get them. And I just showed you how to do it, right? You use a business directory like Yellow Pages or Google Maps, right? So you just come on here. Whatever business you have, let's say it's an e-commerce business, you want to sell a product. Your goal for a e-commerce business or a product business is a sale. You want to actually just make a sale. Well, to do that, you might need a website, or you might just need an Instagram page where people buy from there and they just DM you. And then from the website, though, you don't magically get traffic. You have to figure out how to get traffic. Maybe the fastest way for this is to just run ads to your website. So your fastest path would be, I want to make a sale, therefore I need a website. That's requirement number one. And then I need traffic. And then you need to just solve these two things, a website and traffic. And what that does is now you save yourself the hassle of having to work on all these things for countless hours, countless months, spending God knows how much money. And then the big picture is getting more and more watered down. The big picture, guys, is always this. It's always, if you have a service business, it's you want to get on a meeting. or you want to meet potential clients. If you're in renovations, that just means doing estimates. So maybe your goal is estimates. If you want to sell products, then your goal is to actually make a product sale on your website. This shift from building to selling is the biggest shift in perspective. And I think if you have a business idea, this is where we can come up with your fastest path to success. We can figure out what's the least amount of steps, what's the least amount of money, what's the least amount of effort you have to devote to just test if you can actually get one sale from one stranger. That's success for you. So define success and then figure out what's the fastest path. And the best way to figure out fastest path is by reverse engineering it. This is a very basic template that I think applies to like 95% of businesses. Is just thinking about it this way for a service business, and then thinking about it this way for a product business. So guys, this is the first video, super rough. Let me know how what you guys' thoughts are. Drop some comments, and then hopefully this will be the start of many. I think that one of the biggest areas we'll focus on is the whole sales aspect. So how do I actually reach out to people? What should I say? How do I market myself? If I want to write content, what's the way to go about that? If I want to start running ads, how do I go about that? That's all stuff I've been doing for the last 5 years. And I think that if I were to teach you guys this, you could easily do what I do and do it way better than I could, which is hopefully my goal, is just to equip you guys so you can make more money than me and honestly just be extremely successful.